The controversies surrounding the new announcements for AAA games Protagonists have been a highlight in the news lately. It seems a good bit of the gaming world is getting the wrong information and running with it. Not to mention how people are outing themselves as newer gamers by showing their age on opinions like the gaming industry being woke by adding more female protagonists in video games. I hate to be that guy, but female protagonists have been in gaming for a long period of time. It's not something that's new. However, the mindset is. Female protagonists have been in the gaming industry since the 1980s. Samus Aran was the very first female protagonist to hit the gaming world in Nintendo's science fiction action-adventure game, Metroid. She's cited as the first playable human female character in mainstream video games, if you don't count Miss Pac-Man or Billy Sue. Billy Sue technically is the earliest female protagonist, but because the game wasn't widely popular, neither was Billy. Even throughout the 80s and 90s, female protagonists seemed to explode out of the woodwork in the gaming world. Papri, created by Sega, was also the first female protagonist in 1985. And the same year, Sega debuted another female protagonist in Ninja Princess. You have Turbo Girl from Turbo Girl, Xena and Zara from Hit Squad, Celia and Rummy from Plus Alpha, and we're still only hitting around what came out in the 80s. It wasn't until the gaming industry began to change in the late 90s when companies were no longer owned by just the nerds and gamers anymore. In 2020, Statistica stated that only 18% of female protagonists existed in the present-day gaming world, which at least was better than the 4 years prior when the presence was only at 2%. Even with those statistics, that didn't stop gaming industries from choosing female protagonists, but also having the option to choose either male or female depending on your preference. In 2013, we got the chance to play as Lara Croft in Tomb Raider, Ellie and Abby in The Last of Us. There definitely wasn't a shortage of female protagonists that year, and the list still keeps on going. Games like Remember Me, Two Souls, Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy VIII, and The Walking Dead Season 2 all debuted with female protagonists. Out of all the years of gamings, and with the dip in female protagonists in video games, the gaming industry had a moment where it mirrored the earlier years of gaming, making a good game with a good story. Even 2020 being lower in percentage on the female protagonist, we still saw some of the best games with female leads debut that year. Games like Resident Evil 3 with Jill, Half-Life with Alex, The Last of Us Part 2 with Ellie, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which let you choose male or female. And the statistics for which was chosen turns out to be 50-50, right down the middle. Having female protagonists isn't woke, and not anything new at all. It seems that most people who do have a problem with it are either causing a ruckus for fun, or they don't know much about the gaming world beyond their age. The year of female protagonist isn't this year. Though the percentage seems to be growing, it's not really any year. What does exist and what should be focused on is a good game made by people who genuinely and truly love the art.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.